Hello and welcome to Josh's Journeys. And today I'll be speaking to you about the criminal justice system and the difficulties that you have dealing with the perceptions that people see of you because of the set of circumstances that you've created. Um, it creates some undue burdens on society as well as yourself because you're so much worried about what people will think, how they will interact with you. Um, if and when you have to deal with these difficult situations in moving forward in your life. Uh, I went into criminal justice with a focus on human service and advocacy because I didn't feel like giving up was the solution. That I want to be something better than what the system designed me to have is that experience that you're trying to navigate out, but you feel like uh, there's no hope at times. That everything that you do is in vain. But never give up on your hopes and never give up on your dreams. Because at some point or another, we have to be able to see people as people. Willingness to make the changes necessary to be something more than themselves. And their dedication has to be in the community and how they evolve. Um, Getting involved is a very important element in changing your dynamics and how you see the world. Because my dedication to service is what makes me the person I am today. I'm not defined by my past, and I will not let people define me who I am because I know who I am, and I know the people around me that support me for the direction I'm going into. Um, you have to be able to be raw with yourself, with your emotions, your true understanding, in how you develop your processes because it can be innumerable to navigate your way out. But if you have a structured support network and people willing to fight for you, and you become that willing participant fighting for yourself, um, because you are your own worst enemy. You take out more on yourself than people realize. You just want to be a better person. You want to be able to adapt to any and every situation that you can. And it's because you care. It's because you want to do something impactful for society. You want to be something better. You want to be something more refined in what you want to accomplish. I want to create a career path for people like me who get caught in the criminal justice system, who have a diagnosis, but because of their set of circumstances, what they see on paper is not necessarily reality. When someone gets help, when someone takes the initiative to do something different with themselves and be able to adapt to their surroundings. I mean, for me, it's a matter of understanding emotional control and how when we let our emotions override ourselves, we tend to internalize. And internalization makes for unforeseen situations, so you would react in ways that you wouldn't think you would be capable of doing. But because of not being able to accept the consequences of your actions in the time that you're doing it, that's what happens with it. And I knew exactly for me that I didn't want that to be my life. I didn't want to think about that it could happen again. No, I wanted to make a change in my dynamics. I wanted to be seen as somebody of worth, of value, of someone who can make a difference. I care for society as a whole. I know we go through our own different struggles and how we see the world, but collectively, I think that we need to come together to find these solutions that are going to be most beneficial to all of us. Because when people succeed, when you give them a second chance opportunity in life, those are the most appreciative people that you get, because they've been beaten down. They've been told that they're a detriment to society, that they can't get better, that this is just how it is. A punishment should not be indefinite. It should not override the facts that we need to be better as a society and building people up and giving them the chance to make a difference in their lives. I mean, if I didn't have the support network that I have, I don't know where I would be. I have the structure. I have all the things and tools available to me that so many people like me do not have. That's what makes it so hard when you see these cases around you and you feel for those people, because that could have been you. You could have been homeless. You could have not been here. I mean, because of split decisions that you made. But it's getting society to see that there is quality in people, but we just need to understand exactly how we can change the behavior and really change the dynamics in how the society runs, because it is not sustainable to keep people down when there are people, good people, who have made mistakes but want to improve their lives. They want to take care of their families. They want to take care of their obligations. But how do you take care of your obligations if no one wants to give you a chance? Or if no one wants to give you a chance to live in an environment that's going to be conducive to you? Um, and it's one of those things that is just important to me, because I've known exactly what it's like to fear losing a job, fear not being able to live somewhere because of my mistakes. And I would blame it on myself. I would blame it on myself whenever my family would move. And if the situation came up, that anxiety was heightened. And I felt like I didn't matter in that moment. But I knew I mattered because I had that support network and I had people believing in me. But a lot of those times your mind plays tricks on you, because you think exactly what you wish you could have done differently, but because of your past, you it's not possible. So I've come to the conclusion that the best way I can go forward is to say that I can't change my past, but I will not let it deny me my future. And that's an important quality, because I don't feel like giving up is the solution. Um, we can be a more vibrant, prosperous society if we start looking at solutions that are going to help the most amount of people. And it's a real need, because you need to be able to instill new values into people and show that they can grow through these experiences. But you have to be willing to listen to why and the how. And a lot of these households, they might have lived in trauma, and it's getting them to open up about those experiences, and really you can relate how it can actually impact you. It could be any of us. Um, it has no distinction on who it discriminates against. The system as a whole is designed for us to fail. And because of that, we we strive to do so much more. And there are people that just say, "Well, I'm just going to give up on all these things because no one's going to give me a chance. How am I supposed to evolve past these set of circumstances? And I'll do anything to get out of society's way." And that's where we have to change the dynamics, starting with the younger generations and really get to the crux of the issues. We don't put enough investments in the things that need to be happening for our society to be functional. I believe that it's important to look into more mental health counseling and things that are going to be beneficial. Job training skills for people coming out of corrections, and it doesn't always happen depending on where you live. I mean, they don't have the resource allocation opportunities to do those things, but it would be helpful if we can work with industry leaders and coming up to things that is going to make the most impact. And we have to be willing to make compromise. I mean, compromise is something that is the tenets of who we are. If we don't make that compromise, we don't learn from our experiences, and it's not a collective nature in who we are. And that's what I believe. Thank you, and leave a message. I'll be willing to answer, and thank you.